In this video, I'm going to share 17 essential Spanish conjunctions. So as you probably know, a conjunction is a connecting word like and or but. So they come up a lot in sentences, but they're not always the first thing that people learn because maybe you're more focused on nouns and verbs, but the conjunctions are super, super useful because you need them to actually make a sentence. So I'll go over these 17 really common Spanish conjunctions, and I'll say each one at least a couple times, and then I'll try to come up with maybe an interesting phrase for each one. So you'll learn not only the word or review not only the word, but also like see a little bit of context of how you could use it as a building block for a longer sentence. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the list. The first one I want to share is E. E, which is actually looks like a Y. So E means and. So y el perro would be and the dog. El gato y el perro, the cat and the dog, right? So y, and. Comes up all the time, and there you have it. The next one would be que. Now the word que, which is spelled Q-U-E, if you're an English speaker. So que can mean a few different things. When we talk about it as a conjunction, it means that or than. So it could be the person that likes ice cream. La persona que le gusta helado. Something like that. Like the person that walks. La persona que camina. The man that came in. El hombre que entró. So we're just connecting all these phrases, right? So that is how you use it as that. And what about than? Then it's kind of like a comparison. So you're saying like, I am smarter than you. Soy más inteligente que usted. Just kidding. But that would be an example of how you use it for like a comparison if you're comparing two things. So that is que. Next would be pero. Pero. Pero means but. B-U-T. So pero, there's a million phrases you could use that in, right? I'm sure you can imagine. But, and there we go in English. So you could say, I am here, but you are there. Something silly like that. Estoy aquí, pero usted está allí. I'm here, but you're there. So kind of a silly phrase, but you get the idea. The next one is o. O. So again, just a single letter, the letter O. And that means or. Tú o yo o usted. You or me, I or you or whatever. So there's a million things. Back to the dog and cat example. Gato o perro, cat or dog. El gato o el perro, the cat or the dog. So million possible uses. The next one is como. Como. So como, I've actually shared this in a different vocab list because it has multiple forms, like it has multiple meanings, I guess you could say. So como in this case means as. Voy como el líder. So I'm going as the leader would be voy como el líder. So a million other possible uses, but in that case it means as whatever. So I'm going to do something as such and such or something like that. Next would be sí. Sí. So you know the word sí, which means yes, but in this case the word sí means if. If. Si te gusta el helado, if you like ice cream, ... You can make the rest of the sentence. So sí can mean yes, sí, sí. Pero sí, but sí also means if. Next would be cuando. Cuando means when. So it can be a question like, when were you born? But it can also be a conjunction when you say, when they arrive. Cuando ellos llegan. Cuando ellos llegan. When they arrive, we're going to leave when they arrive, or something like that. When they get here, we're going to leave. So cuando ellos llegan would be when they arrive, or when they come here would be cuando ellos vienen. Cuando ellos vienen. I think I misspoke there for a second, but cuando ellos vienen. So that was the word cuando. The next one would be porque. Porque. So this is a common point of confusion because, of course, there's a question which is ¿por qué? And that means why. But there's a different word which is porque. Spelled the same, except now it's just one word instead of two. And it's porque, and that means because. Notice that it's pronounced differently. Porque instead of porque. So you're emphasizing the first syllable. That means because. Porque. Voy a ir porque. I'm going to go because, fill in the blank. So because is porque. So if somebody asks porque, then you can say porque ... because whatever. All right, so that's porque. Next is mientras. Mientras. That means while. Mientras camino. While I'm walking. The next word after that will be donde. Donde. So again, that could be a question like, ¿Dónde está? Where are you? Or where is he? Or where is it? But it can also mean where, as in a conjunction. Donde viven los González. Where the Gonzalez family lives. So in that case, it's a conjunction where you could end a sentence or something with that phrase. The next one after donde is antes. Antes. So before. So vamos a ir antes que. We will go before something happens. Antes que termina la película. So like we'll leave before the movie ends or something like that. So the next word I've got for you is después. Después. And that means after. So you could use that same sentence I started saying before and say something like, vamos a ir después. We will go after something, right? Vamos a ir después de la película. We'll go after the movie. So slightly different ways of phrasing things. You know, sometimes there's another little preposition or something, but you get the idea. So antes is before, después means after. What about entonces? Entonces. Entonces means then. So you could say, entonces vamos a ir. Then we will go. So I could say, voy a leer el libro y entonces voy a salir. I will read the book and then I will leave, for example. So that's a little longer sentence, but just to kind of put it in a little broader context. So entonces, then. We've just got a few more, 4 more looks like. So aunque, this is slightly less common than the others, but I've got a couple really common ones coming up. So aunque means although. Aunque no me gusta arroz, voy a comer. So even though I don't like rice, I'm going to eat the food anyway or something. Could be the way to finish that sentence. So aunque means although, or kind of like even though. Hasta, until. So again, this can be used as a different part of speech probably, but in this case, you could connect a sentence, right? Like we will exercise until we're tired or something. Vamos a hacer ejercicios hasta que nos cansemos, yeah, until we get tired. So hasta, until. So the last 2 I want to share are actually kind of weird little phrases. So you've got the o, and the ni. So let's focus on o. So if you say o, ... o, that means either or. So we'll go back to an example I used earlier. O el gato o el perro, either the cat or the dog. So that's o as 2 words, but with something in between, either or. And then you've got ni, neither nor. So let's pick something besides cat and dog. So let's do, the book and the notebook, or the paper and the notebook, who knows? So ni el papel, ni el cuaderno, neither the paper nor the notebook. If you're saying like, what are you going to take with you? Well, neither the paper nor the notebook, kind of a funny sounding phrase, but you can imagine other contexts that you could use that in. All right, guys, so that was my list of 17 essential conjunctions. So if you want to learn more basic Spanish vocabulary, I've got a video right here that goes over 13 really, really common prepositions, and that video is a little bit shorter than this one. And then if you're at all interested in medical Spanish, I have a bunch of medical Spanish videos on my channel here, and here's a playlist that has quite a few of those as well. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you next time.